What's up, everybody? This is my soap opera rundown for today. Sorry it's so late, but you know what? I had to upload it a little late today because I was busy. Kept getting interrupted all day long when I kept trying to do it, so I had to do it a little later, a couple hours later. Um, First of all, let's get down with the Young and the Restless. Nick finally figured out Phyllis is the one that did this. Like, seriously, how dumb can you be, Nick? Grow a backbone, why don't you? Um, he get his soft side. Like I said, Adam is more like Victor than anybody, than any one of his kids. Nick, Nick is more like Nicky. Stubborn, don't got no backbone, always making excuses for Phyllis, like Nikki always made excuses for Victor. Speaking of Nikki, oh God. She seriously, I don't want her marrying Jack. I really don't because I feel like she just gonna ruin their friendship, ruin everything. Cause she knows she in her heart of heart she knows she's not in love with Jack. Why would you marry somebody that you're not in love with? Marry somebody that you love. She's not in love with Jack. She's in love with Victor. Crazy as it may sound, she's in love with Victor Newman. So she come over there making some dumbass excuse about a horse and Sharon not taking good care of a horse and then gonna tell Victor he's not invited to her wedding. I'm like, seriously? Then talking about she don't want him trying to pull nothing. Even Victor saw right through that and was like, you want me to do something. And I'm like, yeah, she do. Nikki want him to interfere. She want him to interfere in some capacity so that way she can have an excuse not to break up, not to marry Jack. I'm like, why don't you just be truthful with Jack? He'll respect her even more and be happy with her even more if she just come clean with him. Jack done been through so much shit this year. I would hate for him. Excuse me. Uh, I would hate for. Excuse me. I would hate for him to you know, go through hell again. I mean, he's been through so much so far this year. I'm like, and it's not fair for him to go through any more suffering. I'm glad that he's making progress with his legs and stuff like that. Hopefully, he'll be able to walk soon. The Victor Nikki saga continues. I'm like, they really need to cut this shit out. Like, seriously, just end things with Jack on a good note and just be honest with him instead of being so dumb. Um, my thing about it is some people talk shit about Adam or whatever, talking about, oh, why do he continue to talk to Victor or whatever. I'm like, okay, you gotta understand something. Victor is his father, the only father he got. He's trying to have some relationship with him. But at this point, I see that as pointless because the only way to be a part of Victor's life is under one condition, that he gets to control your life. I mean, none of his other children have backbones against him except Adam. Victoria is the only one at this point sticking to her guns, staying away from Victor as much as she can, not going back to Newman Enterprises, staying married to Billy. I'm like, she's the only one really sticking to her guns, and I'm glad Adam stayed away from Victor all this time. Like, seriously. But I can understand why he still wants a relationship with Victor. Victor is his father no matter what. Whether people like it or not, Victor is his dad. So I'm like, people really need to calm the fuck down. Sharon, on the other hand, Sharon keep talking about how happy she is with Victor. Bitch, please, you're not happy with Victor. You're not happy with his old ass. You're miserable. And that's all she is at this point, is very, very miserable. She knows she miserable, so I'm like, why not just admit it that you're miserable? Why keep putting on this facade that you're happy or whatever with Victor, knowing that you're not happy with Victor because you're not. She's not happy with Victor. She's obsessed with Victor. Like, a Victor can't do a damn thing for her. Oh, don't worry about the things changing on the screen. That's just me. I'm just messing with these new tools on my webcam. um, like I said, just don't pay this no mind. I'm just fucking around with the tools on my webcam, trying to see what format I want to do my video on. But yeah, Victor, she's miserable with Victor. There's nothing she can give Victor except some coochie, and there's nothing that Victor can do for her except pay her bills, deck her out in some diamonds and a mink coat, buy her whatever she want. That's all Victor can do for her. They don't want each other. They're miserable with each other, and they know it. They both miserable. They don't want to be with each other, so I don't see the point in them being together. They're very, very miserable. I don't see the point in them being together anymore. I wish this whole thing would just stop with the two of them. It's done. Paul, I swear they need to just let Paul go. Why do they keep charging him with this? Michael know damn well he did not go to the hotel with the intent to kill Ricky. Why don't Michael just confess and tell them where the gun came from? But obviously he won't do that because that means he has to throw his wife under the bus. Everybody, like, this is just dumb to me, and Michael is really on my shit list right now for this. Like, seriously. You're gonna protect your wife by bending the law for a friend, and Paul is a friend. To me, that's just dumb. I don't like where some of these storylines are going. Sharon, she need to go kick rocks. That's pretty much what I gotta say about that. Sharon could go kick rocks. Anyway, I can't wait for Monday's episode, even though I already watched Monday's episode, but I watched it a day early. But for those of you who haven't watched it, I will give my thoughts on that on Monday because I don't want to spoil anything just in case y'all didn't watch it. But it was good. I'm gonna tell y'all the Blockbuster and Nick. He surprised me. Anyway, I'm gonna get on with the Bold and Beautiful now for today's episode of B&B. Brooke needs to get a fucking life. Stop being such a busybody. Like, she's been literally on Liam's ass to tell Hope. I'm like, okay, he tried to tell Hope. It's not his fault that he got interrupted. He didn't want to ruin her big press conference and her fashion show. He didn't want to ruin that. Damn, he can tell her later when they get home after all that stuff. Like, he can tell her later. There's no rush. She's happy. He's happy. Well, I don't really know what's going on in his mind. Ridge need to get his bitch. Like, seriously, yo, get your chick. She need to take her miserable ass somewhere. You got a big diamond on your finger or whatever the hell that ring is. You're about to remarry Ridge. Go live your life and let Hope do her. Stop trying to baby your daughter. She's a grown ass woman. But the Hope for the Future fashion show was cool. I liked it. That's the one thing I like about B&B because the fashion companies and stuff like that, the whole fashion dynamic sets that show apart from any other soap opera. Like, really sets it apart from everybody else, and I like that. Like I said before, something is definitely about to go down between Thomas and Daisy. The writing is on the wall. I keep seeing them little glances that they keep giving each other, them little peekaboo looks. I'm like, yeah, they like each other still. Marcus better look out. I can't wait for Monday's episode. So anyway, everybody have a great weekend. Steffi and Ridge, first of all, let me say this. Ridge, you need to really be on Steffi's side on this one. I understand he considers Hope his daughter, but Steffi is your bio daughter. You really need to be on her side on this. She's not trying to manipulate nothing. She really wants them to be happy. And I think it's time for Steffi to look for somebody new. Because Liam is a hopeless case. He don't really know what he wants. So I'm like, yeah, she need to look for somebody new. Brooke needs to just mind her business. Anyway, like I said, everybody have a great weekend. Sorry for the late upload, but I definitely will be uploading early on Monday. So I'll holla back tomorrow.